Today's Good Eats with the new year comes new menu options, including the all-important cocktail. We're looking at some trends you might see with Brandon Lockman, the lead bartender at Red Star Tavern in Portland, a very popular spot. And you're ready to make an old-fashioned with no booze in it, but you say it still tastes good.
But it has coffee.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, we Kipton Bars and Restaurants, we kind of survey the team to see what trends are going to be popping up in the new year, and we just kind of picked out some ones we think are going to go mainstream. So being that these have been around, but we're going to start seeing them trickle into your neighborhood bars. So what we have, jumping off that cold brew kind of craze right now, is actually using it in cocktails. Less bitterness makes it allow you to play with it a lot more. So this is a really simple cocktail. Instead of whiskey, we're using cold brew. We got two different kinds of bitters here. This is a whiskey barrel aged bitters. And this is a chocolate bitters.
Ooh. Is this one you could add alcohol to if you wanted
definitely
to
could. Yeah.
make it a dinner drink?
I've done this before too, with a little bit of rum, or you can do whiskey. It all depends on, you know, how adventurous you want to be.
And what's this?
So this is maple syrup. So this is the sweetener that usually goes in an old fashioned. I just chose maple because it's a little more depth, a little more richness. Salt. I like to call it like a salted maple. So kind of a secret ingredient. So there's that. We just give it a quick stir.
You say this has become popular at lunch at Red Star?
It's what we're trying. Yeah, we try to get this to the folks that can't have alcohol on their lunch break. So this is kind of a really cool option.
Shouldn't that be everybody?
That's
I guess it depends on how stressful the morning is.
That's true. That's true. I've definitely poured some real old fashions during lunch. So
yeah, as you pour that out, let's talk other trends. What else are you seeing?
So what we have in the middle here is Japanese whiskey, and this is kind of hitting the American market in a craze right now. It's really, really cool. We've had it at guys like Multnomah Whiskey Library and Red Star have had this on our shelves for a while, but you're going to start to see it in your neighborhood bars, your smaller restaurants. So look out for this. This is a really cool option.
What's different about Japanese whiskey? I mean, what makes it stand out?
You know, it's kind of hard to describe. They're very precise in their distillation process. It comes off fresher, cleaner, a little bit brighter than say like a bourbon or a scotch. So it's a really cool thing to try. Definitely.
Brandon, can I try the cold brew drink while you tell us about sour beers?
Definitely.
So
I better try some Japanese whiskey.
We can open some of that too. Yeah.
So what types of sour beers are we going to see this year?
So over on the side over here, sour beers were kind of reserved for your sour houses, guys that made it specially. Nowadays, your beer aficionados are pushing this out so popular that we can see it at normal restaurants. So this one is just it's a fruit sour. They also make gozas, which is a wheat style of beer also, but yeah, it definitely has that high acidity, very tart, very tangy.
But nice.
So,
yeah. What would you go with in terms of food? What would that work with?
You know, you could pair that up with probably some fish. You can probably get it some high oil content type of foods.
Plate of
fries. Cut through some of that. There we go. There we go.
Last one, you call it sipping your veggies.
This one's cold pressed juice. It's here to stay.
Oh, yum.
So at our restaurant, we're doing a cold pressed juice daily. I like to utilize this in some cocktails as well. So you can kind of implement things, fresh veggies being infused into cocktails as well. So yeah, it's a really cool product to use. The beets as a sweetener
What
too.
liquor pairs well with a cold pressed juice?
I've done tequila with a cold pressed carrot juice. Obviously gins and vodkas kind of team up really well with those too. So.
The hard-hitting questions from Kathy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Brandon, thank you so much.
Very welcome. Very welcome.
Yeah, stop by Red Star. Sounds like a very fun place.
You got to try the coffee. I wish you liked coffee. Hey.